This week in Jamaica Now, another murderous week in Jamaica. 2 police officers and 2 teenagers are among the dead. National Security Minister announces new initiatives to tackle murder spike. National Security Minister apologizes for John Crow comment, and EPOC co-chair says Jamaica needs a big brother to help it reduce its debt. The details of these and other stories coming up after the break.
News breaking in your area? Share your photos, your videos, your stories through the Gleaner's My Report.
Have a burning issue the authorities should know? Post it at the Gleaner's My Report.
It's easy. Just log on to jamaica-gleaner.com/myreport. Sign up and send today.
Your news.
Your views.
Your report.
Online.
The Gleaner's My Report.
See it.
Snap it.
Share it.
I'm Carleen Brown and this is Jamaica Now. It was a bloody week across Jamaica, with the crime monster claiming the lives of several persons, including 2 members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force and 2 teenagers. Constable Crystal Thomas was shot multiple times and thrown from a bus following a robbery attempt in Kingston Tuesday night. And a day earlier, Constable Curtis Lewis died from injuries he received after being mowed down by a motorcyclist who defied a signal to stop. The motorcyclist was remanded when he appeared in court on a charge of manslaughter, and 3 men are in custody in relation to Thomas's death. Meanwhile, there was another quadruple murder in Westmoreland. On Sunday, 14-year-old Sean Clayton, 20-year-old Romario Drummond, 22-year-old Theodore Tennant, and 16-year-old Demar Doman were killed while playing a video game at a shop in the quiet community of Whithorn. The police say lottery scamming and a gang feud are behind the attack. Also in that parish, a mother and her daughter, 53-year-old Rose Murray and 25-year-old Latoya Daly, both domestic workers, were shot fatally at their house on Station Road in Little London. A couple was also shot and killed execution style in their home in the neighboring parish of St. James. The building with them inside was then set on fire. They have been identified as Shandell Edwards and Chantel Wilson. And with more than 600 murders since the start of the year, National Security Minister Peter Bunting last week announced new policy measures aimed at strategically reducing the galloping murder rate. In a statement to Parliament, Bunting said effort is being made to substantially improve the operational mobility of the security forces through the purchase of motor vehicles. The Security Minister also announced that an audit of private firearms and ammunition stored in police divisions across the country is being undertaken to eliminate the possibility of leakage to the illicit gun trade. Bunting also announced that several social intervention initiatives are to be implemented.
Under the CSJP 3 we have employment, training, restorative justice and dispute resolution initiatives underway. The Ministry of National Security, which tries to reciprocate the good partnership of the Ministry of Education, we have been supporting their parenting work. We have sponsored a media campaign that encourages proper parenting, and we have sponsored many public education events.
Also in Parliament, Leader of the Opposition Andrew Holness chided the National Security Minister for calling members of the Jamaica Labour Party vultures who gleefully see every loss of life as an opportunity to gain political mileage. Bunting made the remark at a People's National Party political meeting Sunday while criticizing the opposition for comments it has made about the country's crime situation. Bunting subsequently apologized for his comments.
Last Sunday I made comments at a constituency conference in Eastern St. Andrew that were unnecessarily harsh and seemed to have caused a fair amount of discomfort. I have been focused on uniting for change, and my remarks were contrary to that objective. Therefore, I would like to use this opportunity to apologize for those remarks.
The co-chair of the Economic Program Oversight Committee, Richard Biles, says it's time a big brother steps in to help Jamaica reduce its debt. Mr. Biles says given Jamaica's dedication to meeting the terms of its economic program with the International Monetary Fund (IMF), it should be rewarded with help from countries such as the United States. Mr. Biles was speaking against the backdrop of a letter from 5 members of Congress to U.S. President Barack Obama urging him to use his country's influence to get the IMF to relax the terms of Jamaica's economic program. The U.S. lawmakers want the IMF to lower the surplus target from the 7.5% of GDP it has set, as well as extend the maturity date for the IMF loan. But Mr. Biles says the debt is Jamaica's own doing, and changing the terms of the IMF program is not the ideal solution. He says what is needed now is external help to sustainably reduce the interest on the country's debt.
Does somebody believe in us that we are prepared to make sacrifice and build a better economy, and therefore will stand beside us? Is U.S. Treasury prepared to do that? I mean, look on Greece and look at us. I mean, Jamaica is the exact opposite of Greece. Everything that Greece won't do, we are doing. I mean, we're like a poster boy for fiscal prudence. So maybe we need a little support, and we need a big brother to stand behind us. We've done a lot.
And that's it for this edition of Jamaica Now, your weekly review of the big news stories. Send us your comments at onlinefeedback@gleanerjm.com. You may tune in to Power 106 FM for regular updates. Follow us on Twitter at Jamaica Gleaner and on Facebook at Gleaner Jamaica. I'm Carleen Brown, but before we go, highlights from the biggest reggae show on earth, Reggae Sumfest 2015.
Reggae Sumfest 2015, Dancehall Night, and Team Blue is in the building.
We have a story coming telling us the child of the truth, if the school is